You ready, grammar it takes? Hey, hey, guru, I can't hear you. Hey, hey, guru. Oh, listen your sentences, making them strong. Grammar gurus with nouns, verbs, and rules that help you belong. Grammar gurus, if making your writing clear is your goal. Grammar gurus, then follow these rules to take full control. Grammar gurus. Grammar gurus. Grammar gurus. Grammar gurus. Grammar gurus. Grammar gurus. Grammar gurus.
Hi there, little grammaritas with an extra player and with. Welcome to the world of Grammar Gurus, where we bring all the words to life. I am Guru J, your syntax princess.
This is Guru L, your Morph Master.
And I am your Guru Ash, your one and only Grammar Queen. I bet you're craving some hot, fresh grammar gossip today. If so, then let's go!
Today, we are diving into the magical realm of nouns. Yes, those naming words we use every single day. By the end of this video, you'll not only know what nouns are, but also how they transform our sentences and bring meaning to our stories. Let's get started. A noun is a word that names a person, place, thing, or idea. Nouns are all around us, giving everything a name, from the books in your bag to the dreams in your heart. There are actually 9 types of nouns. Let's start with what are proper nouns. These are nouns that used to name person, place, or thing. It's always capitalized no matter where it is in a sentence. For example, this is my dog, Bruno. David came back from Japan. Nike is a famous shoe brand. Notice how these nouns point to unique names. That's what makes it proper. Now, it's your turn. Think of a proper noun and share a sentence using it in the comments. Fun fact. Did you know the longest proper noun in the world is the name of a hill in New Zealand? Fun fact. It's. Try saying that 5 times. It's. Why do proper nouns matter? Imagine if we didn't have them. Instead of saying, I'm going to Tokyo, you'd have to say, I'm going to the big city in Japan. See? Proper nouns save us time and make our conversation clearer and more personal. Next is common nouns. They refer to general people, places, or things. They are not capitalized unless they appear at the beginning of a sentence. For example, dog, any dog, not a specific one. School, could be any school. Car, could be any car in the road. Common nouns are like building blocks of language. They are everywhere. Test your knowledge. Think of a common noun and use it in a sentence. You already have in mind? Now, share that sentence of yours in the comments. Fun fact. Did you know that some words can be both common and proper nouns? For example, Earth is a proper noun when referring to planet, but a common noun when talking about soil. Cool, right? Why do you think common nouns are important? Well, imagine trying to talk without them. You'd struggle to describe anything. Common nouns help us describe the world around us in a simple, universal way that everyone understands. Key points to remember. Common nouns refer to general people, places, or things. They are not capitalized unless they start in a sentence. Another type of noun is singular noun. Well, what's a singular noun? Well, it's simple. A singular noun refers to one person, place, thing, or idea. For example, boy, cats, tree. All these words are singular nouns because they refer to just one. Now it's your turn. Take 5 seconds to think of a sentence using singular common noun and a singular proper noun. Leave your sentence in the comments below. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that the word singular comes from the Latin word singulus, which means one or alone? Pretty cool, huh? Now let's think. Why do we even need singular nouns? Well, imagine if we would only use for groups of things. How would you tell someone about one special thing, like your favorite book, your best friend, or your crush? Tricky, right? Here's the key point to remember. Singular noun is all about one person, one place, one thing, or one idea. Easy peasy. Up to plural nouns. A plural noun refers to more than one person, place, thing, or idea. For example, boys, cats, trees. See the difference? We're talking about more than one noun. Your turn again. Think of a sentence using a plural noun. Leave your sentence in the comments and let's see how many we can come up with. Here's a fun fact. Some plural nouns don't follow the usual add s rule. For example, the plural child is children and the mouse becomes mice. Language is full of surprises, right? Why do you think plural nouns are important? Imagine trying to tell your friends about a group of animals without using plural nouns. I saw a mini dog. That doesn't quite sound right, does it? A plural noun means more than one. And don't forget, some plurals have special rules.
Another type of noun is concrete noun. What is a concrete noun? Another type of noun is concrete noun. What is a concrete noun? A concrete noun is something you can see, touch, or experience with your senses. It's a thing you can physically interact with. For example, a phone. It's something you can hold and scroll. Flower. A living thing you can see, smell, and touch. Pen. It's something you can hold and use to write. Chair. Something you can sit on. Did you find a concrete noun nearby? Already think of one? If so, write your concrete noun and its meaning in the comments. Did you know that concrete nouns are often used to make stories and descriptions more vivid? When you describe a tree with its green leaves or a dog wagging its tail, we can almost see and feel it. Why are concrete nouns important? Well, they help us describe the real world and give us tangible things to talk about. Without concrete nouns, how could we explain objects, places, or even activities? That is something you should ponder. Take note that concrete nouns refer to things you can see, touch, or experience with your senses. Now, let's move on to the opposite of concrete noun, which is the abstract noun. An abstract noun is something you can't touch, see, or physically experience. It's more about ideas, feelings, or concepts. Here are a few examples of abstract nouns. Love. It's something you feel but can't touch. Happiness. An emotion you experience but you can't physically hold. Freedom. An idea about being free to do what you want. Let's get creative with these feelings and ideas. Can you come up with an abstract noun that represents something you feel or believe? Leave your abstract noun and use it in a sentence in the comments below. Abstract nouns are often the key to expressing deeper thoughts and emotions. Ever heard of the phrase peace of mind? That's an abstract noun. It's about calm and inner peace, even though we can't touch it. Why are abstract nouns important? Well, they help us talk about feelings, thoughts, and ideas that go beyond the physical world. Without abstract nouns, how would we discuss things like love, dreams, or beliefs? They help us connect on a deeper level. Never ever forget that abstract nouns refer to things that you can touch or see, like emotions, ideas, and concepts. They help us express what's happening inside us. Another type of noun is countable nouns. What are they? Well, as the name suggests, they're the nouns you can count. Simple, right? For example, 1 apple, 2 apples, 1 book, 3 books. Let's practice. Take 5 seconds to think of a sentence using a countable noun or a countable common noun and a proper noun. Leave your sentence in the comments. Did you know the word dozen is often
Here's a
used
fun
for
fact.
counting 12 items? So, instead of saying 12 eggs, you can say a dozen of eggs or a dozen eggs. Now, think about this. Why are countable nouns so important? Try to imagine if you could not count 6. How would you order 2 sandwiches or ask for 3 books at the library? Life would be pretty confusing without countable nouns. Always remember that countable nouns can be counted and have both singular and plural forms. They help us be specific with numbers in our everyday lives. Now, let's talk about uncountable nouns. These are nouns that you can't count as separate items. Instead, we measure or describe them in amounts. For example, water or sugar. You can say 2 waters or 3 sugars, but you can say a glass of water or a spoonful of sugar. Now it's your turn. Take up one sentence using an uncountable noun. Share it with us in the comments. Know that uncountable nouns often use quantifiers. Instead of saying 3 waters, you say a glass of water or a bag of rice. Cool, huh? Why do uncountable nouns matter? Imagine ordering a drink without specifying the amount. Saying water alone might confuse the waiter. We use these nouns to talk about things in general or measure quantities. Take note that uncountable nouns don't have plurals and you'll often need quantifiers to describe them. Easy peasy, right?
Congratulations, Grammaritage, for making it this far. We're now down to compound nouns. What are compound nouns, by the way? A compound noun is a noun made up of 2 or more words that work together to name a person, place, thing, or idea. They can be written as one word, like notebook, 2 words like ice cream, or even hyphenated words like mother-in-law. Notebook refers to a book for taking notes. Ice cream refers to a sweet cold treat, while mother-in-law refers to a person's spouse's mother. See how these words combine to make something entirely new? That's the magic of compound nouns. Now, let's apply what you've learned. Take a minute to think of a compound noun and use it in a sentence. Don't forget to leave it in the comments. Did you know that compound nouns are not just in English? Yes, many languages combine words to create new ones. In German, they even have compound nouns that are super long, like Schadenfreude, which means taking pleasure in someone else's misfortune. Well, that's bad. Why are compound nouns important? Imagine life without them. Instead of saying toothbrush, you'd have to say the thing you use to brush your teeth. So much simpler, right? Compound nouns help us communicate clearly and efficiently. Remember, compound nouns combine words to create new meanings, making our language more precise and expressive. Now, let's talk about collective nouns. A collective noun refers to a group of people, animals, or things. Even though it's singular, it represents more than one. For example, flock of birds, team of players, and bunch of bananas. Even though these groups have many members, the collective noun treats them as one unit. Let's see if you learned something. I want you to think of another collective noun. Do you have now in mind? Now, drop it in the comments. Did you know that there are some really weird collective nouns? For example, a group of owls is called a parliament, and a group of jellyfish is called a snack. How cool is that, right? Also, a group of flamingos is called a flamboyant. Isn't that fancy? Why do we need collective nouns? Imagine saying, there are 15 players on my basketball team. Or you could just say, I have a team. Notice how one word represents an entire group? Well, that's the power of collective nouns. It makes our language shorter, smoother, and easier to understand. Now remember, collective nouns let us refer to a whole group with just one word, making communication quicker and clearer. What are possessive nouns? A possessive noun shows ownership or belonging. It tells us who something belongs to. We create a possessive noun by adding an apostrophe and an S for most singular nouns, or just an apostrophe for plural nouns that end in S. For example, Sarah's book, which means the book belongs to Sarah. Tom's car, which means the car belongs to Tom. Or the dog's toys, which means the toys belong to multiple dogs. Did you see how the apostrophe and the S make it clear who owns what? Well done! Now, it's time for you to get involved. Try to look around you. Do you spot things that belong to others or to you? Maybe your phone, a backpack with someone's name on it, or a notebook that belongs to a friend. Now, take a few seconds and write a sentence using a possessive noun in the comments. Did you know that possessive nouns can be used with things too? For example, the sun's rays or the car's engine. See? Possessive nouns can show ownership by non-living things too. How cool is that? So, why do we need possessive nouns? Imagine if we didn't have them. Instead of saying Ben's hat, you'd have to say the hat of Ben every time. Sounds a bit clunky, right? Possessive nouns help us speak clearly and efficiently by showing who owns something in just a few words. Here's the key takeaway. Possessive nouns show ownership or belonging. Add an apostrophe plus S to most singular nouns, and just an apostrophe for plural nouns ending in S. Alright, Grammaritas. That's a lot of information, right? Now, it's time to put your noun knowledge to the test. Grab your pen, paper, and thinking caps and get ready for a quick 15-item quiz. Let's see if you're a noun ninja. Your timer starts now. Great job, Grammaritas! You've completed the nouns quiz. How many did you get right? Let us know in the comments.
Did you have fun learning about the new grammar topic? If you did, give me an A! But before we go, it's time to wrap up everything we've learned about nouns, the building blocks of our sentences. Let's take a quick look back at all 9 types of nouns we've explored. Are you ready? Let's go! Ta-da-da-da! First up, we have common nouns. These are general names for people, places, or things like dog or city. Next, meet proper nouns. Specific names for people, places, or things like Boracay or Diwata. They're always capitalized. Then, there are singular nouns, naming just one thing, like book or apple. And don't forget plural nouns. They show more than one, like books or apples.
Now let's talk about concrete nouns. Things you can see, touch, or hear, like chair or music. Moving on to abstract nouns. Things you can't touch, but still can feel or think about, like love or happiness. Countable nouns comes next. Things you can count, like money or tables. Then we have uncountable nouns, things that can't be counted, like water or sand. Now for the fun ones, compound nouns. These are made by combining 2 words to create something new, like toothpaste or toothbrush. And last but not least, we have collective nouns, words that represent groups of things or people, like a flock of birds or a team of players. And don't forget the possessive nouns. These show ownership or belonging, like Sarah's bag or teacher's desk. That was a lot of noun power.
Well, Grammaritas with flair and wrist. You just slayed the world of nouns. From common nouns to proper nouns, singular nouns to possessive nouns. You've got it all locked down. Now, remember, nouns are the stars of every sentence. And you, Grammaritas, are the gossip mongers of it, spreading the word in every town to make it known all around.
Don't forget to keep your grammar game strong and let the role play flow like the best gossip in the town.
Thank you for hanging out with us, Grammaritas. Like, comment, and subscribe for more grammar goodness. Until next time, this has been your Grammar Gurus, reminding you to keep spilling the grammar tea like a walking CCTV. Have a great day!
Grammar Gurus. Grammar Gurus. Grammar Gurus.